Hi Virgo, this is Griselle with Psychic MD, and today we're going to be doing a reading for January 2021. Now I know I'm super late for the party, right? But I brought a party favor nonetheless. Now today what I want to explore with you is going to be a couple of different energies, general energies for January. We're going to go ahead and do your prosperity, abundance, your money, right? That was weird. What is going on here? We're going to light another. I don't want to relight that one. Excuse me. We're doing this. Nobody likes a quitter. We're not quitting the party. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and look at your prosperity, your abundance, however that looks. We're also going to explore your love life, okay? Now, before you balk at that, I'm going to go ahead and do singles, and then I'll do coupled or people in a situationship, relationship, whatever that looks like. This can even indicate like people that you are energetically tied to, okay? It doesn't have to mean that you are partnered with them or that they're even in your life. Everything's energy right now. All right, Virgo, so I'm excited to do your reading. If you could take a moment to please like, share, comment, subscribe. Any of those things, that would really help, but mostly subscribe if you can. So with that, we're going to go ahead and move this black obsidian, and we are going to get started on your reading. So Virgo, what energies do we have for January? What are we welcoming in? What exciting things can we look forward to in January, even though we're a little bit into it already, right? January, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So you're looking at stability, prosperity. You're looking at perhaps how can I multiply my assets? What's going to keep me and mine safe? I know that was really awkwardly phrased, but it means, you know what it means. Also, I think that you're looking at kind of like burrowing down, I'm getting. Because this literally is like a rabbit hole. And you're looking for places to potentially, I don't want to say hide, but hunker down. I mean, those are terms that have become really acceptable to use in our world right now. Anyways, but I do see a lot of stability for you. I do see that perhaps you're taking care of other people, even if you're not like the main breadwinner, even if they're not your direct family. Like it could be older parents or even cousins, friends that are considered family, whatever the case may be, or your children, wife, husband, that kind of a thing as well. But those are the topmost of your world in January. And the 10 just, it's like the culmination of, right? And I think that there might be a little bit of mystery to you insofar as your inheritance. What I mean by that is like what you've inherited, dear Virgo, from your generational inheritance, okay? It doesn't have to be like money, but generational ways of doing things. Perhaps your mom and dad used to do things the same way, everything like that. And I think that you're kind of looking to kind of squirrel or burrow into that again, simply because it feels familiar, especially with all the uncertainty. Others of you are actually getting an inheritance. That'll be a little bit shocking, and you're going to be able to make some really good moves in January. Believe it or not. That's good, right? The next thing that I have is I think that you're having some sort of obsession, Virgo. Why is my candle dwindling? I don't like that. It's like struggling. Okay. Anyways, the devil does talk to me a lot about obsession. So if you're obsessing over the current state of events, I get it. We all can get into that same mindset. However, we want to really take care of our health, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being as well included. So you could really think that you're doing yourself, I guess, a service by thinking ahead, by trying to kind of stockpile things. I don't know what your situation is. In fact, this is the first time I've seen both traps right here. And I don't know if this is a bobcat or whatever, but he's like determined. He is going to make a kill and eat. It's a survival, it's an instinctual thing. So I feel like a lot of those like lower energies are coming into play. where, I mean, that's what's, we're being triggered right now with the state of events. A lot of people can't work, losing your businesses, stuff like that. I get it. And so that's only a natural byproduct of those things, right? The next I want to tell you, dear Virgo, is that you actually have the High Priestess here, okay? And what this means to me, I think it's really interesting. This could be, yes, a World Wide Web, how everything is really interlinked and interconnected. I think that you are really putting pieces together in your mind at how things are connected, actually. And it could do with world events. I just think of this almost like another little world, a planet, but this spider is just kind of waiting for things to stick to the web that it's made. So maybe you've put out your feelers and you're waiting to see what sticks, what comes back to you, what's going to be beneficial, profitable. I feel like you're kind of on the hunt, okay, dear Virgo? You're like hunting for things that are going to help you with sustenance, okay? That's a vibe I'm getting. But along with the High Priestess, you definitely have a lot of wisdom behind you. You're getting messages from above. I think that you're gaining a higher calling and starting to listen to that even more. So you almost have two polarities, dear Virgo, at this point in time working together simultaneously that really feel kind of opposite energies. We'll find out what else happens here. The Page of Swords. Okay, that makes sense to me. So I feel, dear Virgo, that you are either spying on someone, someone's spying on you, checking out people's profiles or pages. What are they up to? What are they doing? But not only do you do that, or they do that, but then you like run. You don't stick around. You don't like hit a like to let them know that you saw this or that. Maybe you made an alternate page, because it feels very dodgy to me, very much like, I'm keeping an eye on you, but I don't want you to know, that kind of a vibration. You do you, whatever works for you. I don't know. I personally don't have time for that. I don't know. I don't like it. It bothers me, that energy. But dear Virgo, we know that you guys are super sharp and intuitive, and you're able to glean any information that you want, especially when combined with the World Wide Web. So maybe perhaps you're just using the web to get a lot of information. I can see that as well. And next I have is the Knight of Swords. This is an energy that, you know what, maybe you're gleaning information so you can cut through all the BS. You can get some nitty gritty. You can actually, he's standing on a chess piece. I don't know if you can see this. You can make a chess move. So I don't know if this is like a raven or a crow. I don't really know my birds very well. But I think that getting clarity is what you're after, and you want to see what is going to be abundant for you, what is good for you, and you're going to cut through all the BS, and maybe that's why you're doing a lot of spying, kind of dodgy little, I don't know, investigating, we're going to call it, right? Next I have for you, dear Virgo, is the Six of Pentacles. Now, this could be somebody from your past. Before I forget, if you can please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, again, all right? I'd appreciate that. But Six of Pentacles, and this is somebody who can be breadcrumbing. A little bit here, a little bit there. Maybe you have one chicken in the coop, and then you are accruing things to give to another chicken elsewhere. I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of hoarding resources, hoarding movement, hoarding energy. Maybe you're not giving yourself fully to people. You're giving yourself to many different people. And because of that, I don't think that you're like, I don't know, some Virgos are not going to be very forthcoming. And this could be being done to you by the way. Excuse me. Pardon. I drink my water. I have to do a disclaimer because I know everybody drinks on their videos and they're like, oh, this is my water, this is my tea. I don't think you guys would think I was drinking vodka, but you know, it's possible, I guess. Who knows? Moving on. So I do think that there's a little bit of a sneakiness with the Six of Pentacles, like withholding resources. Maybe you're not giving your family everything, or they don't know, or there's a lack of transparency, and vice versa, or the other person in your environment can be doing that with you. It could look like this: an employer that isn't really forthcoming and saying, hey, we bonus, we benchmark, we this, and let me give you your lot. They're kind of holding things and giving you a little bit of breadcrumbs here and there. It could actually be a relationship as well. So you, if the shoe fits, wear it. If not, discard it. No big deal. Moving on, dear Virgo. 10 of Wands. Things have been a really big burden. Okay, really big burden. I feel like you've had literally to army crawl with this whole stack of wands on your back, and it feels like very slow movement as you army crawl through life, whatever that means to you. And if that's your case, dear Virgo, that's awful. I don't even know. I do know. Okay, I get that actually. What I want to say is, if you could make a list of things, everything seems to be moving at a snail's pace, everything's dark, you want clarity. The biggest way for you to gain clarity right here is to go ahead and let some wands go. Some of the things that you don't have to be responsible for. For example, if you're taking care of extended family and those members of the family have people to take care of them, but you still pitch in or whatever, maybe kind of pulling back a little bit of some of that energy or responsibility and focus it on you and yours. I don't know. Just ideas for you. But 10 things, and I feel like maybe 4 of those 10 belong to you, that you're legit responsible for, and you can actually delegate those other things or outsource them or drop them all together. You know, for example, if you have teenagers living at home and they love to game all the time, but they're not helping with dishes or meals, or they're not picking up after themselves, you know what, it's time to allow them to mature and grow and be adults. Virgo. That's all I'm saying about that. Moving on, I do see that you're going to have a King of Cups here, and this is someone who could be around you or coming into your energy this January. It's a King of Cups, and they are all about love. They are offering their emotional support to you. I think that this little beaver knows how to build a dam, and the wells run deep. So I think that they know kind of like when to block off things, or this could be you, and you're making a nice little cove, a little area, so that you have resources, or you have emotional resources to swim in, meaning that you're just not sharing yourself with everybody, and that is a potential as well. If this is a person in your life, you're going to know it because they understand deep emotion. They may not express it anymore. They've been the knight, chasing love for love's sake. They've been the page, even giving little tokens here and there. And now they're coming in the form of a king. I want to give you a real solid offer, that says to me, okay? 2 of Swords. Perhaps you're thinking about giving a real solid offer to someone, or a scenario from the past. And I don't really know. This could be work. This could be personal. But the problem is that you're at a crossroads. You know that you have to either make a solid offer or leave, but you can't seem to make a choice. You know that a choice has to be made or already has been made, but you're sitting in indecision. This could be stalemate between you and your partner, or you and your friend, whatever the case may be. Family members could be included in that, all right? You could be a stalemate with this King of Cups, this person who is really grounded and knows what they want, and they can offer emotions. But you're at a stalemate and you don't want to move forward. You're just like frozen, almost like, I know I need to make a decision. My heart is invested, but I don't know what to do, that kind of a thing. Oh, 5 of Swords. Well, here we go. Dear Virgo, I don't know what's going on. 5 of Swords stands for like the sea. It stands for I want to win no matter what. It stands for I'm going to take regardless, okay? It's not good energy at all. And so hopefully that's not be done to you. And hopefully it's not you, but for what it's worth, 5 of Swords speaks to me about winning at all costs. Sometimes you don't even want the damn prize, you just want to win, right? And this could be immature energy. This could be, I don't know, a tendency to deceive yourself, that kind of a thing. Even if things are toxic and bad for you, you could be like, I want it, I don't care. I don't care, I want it. And look at these 3 swords standing up. It's like, you're willing to undergo that pain, but you don't want to let go of the toxicity. Virgo, if this applies, great. If it does not, then let it go. Also, I'm seeing that the area around you, like what you're trying to win, is very desolate. There's no growth, there's no abundance there. I don't like it for you, frankly, and moving on. Then I have the 3 of Wands. So this is about looking at what's going to come into port for you. This is about La Niña, La Pinta, La Santa Maria. These are all the ships coming into port, and I'm waiting to see what is it that's coming for me. What is it that I'm available to? It's like you're looking at options, but you're looking at them actively coming towards you. This can indicate a move, but just a period of waiting, okay? Waiting to see how things pan out. Next I have is a Knight of Cups, sorry. And the night energy can be a little bit chaotic. It's like, squirrel, let me offer love here, and squirrel, let me, do that. Always on the run. Even this night, he's throwing up his arms. He's like, I don't know. All I know is I just love them, or really deeply care about them. And I don't know. They're throwing their wings up in like frustration. Too much emotion. Don't be led by your emotions. Use some of your logic. That emotion does run deep, but the problem is it causes like a frenetic, chaotic emotion, like bubbling up to the surface, and we make really bad decisions. I should know. And they're done, right? Next, I see that there's going to be judgment formed. You're going to finally make a decision. Somebody will make a decision for you one way or another. If you are involved in any court cases, litigations, anything like that, there is a judgment to be made here. Yeah, we're doing that. And then you have more options, the Seven of Cups. Now with this one, dear Virgo, I'm going to caution you to slow down. Take a look at these cups. Yeah, they are options, but these are transmuted. I feel like whereas before a ghost was coming out of one, a snake out of the other, a moon out of the other, or whatever the case may be out of these cups, you're traditional. Now you're seeing things that are addressing the heart more. You're like, does that ghost really address my heart more? Things like that. So explore your options in a deeper way. I think that it'll be really gratifying, satisfying for you. It's going to help you step it up. Your vibration will kick up, and you're going to kind of burn away all of the nonsense. Yeah, so that's what I see in your environment. Virgo, with my record keeper stone. I love that stone. We're going to look at your love and prosperity, your abundance, finances, basically anything that makes you feel secure, your home life, anything that's concrete in the material form, right? So we are looking, and I do hope that this is actually still recording because I've had some losses. Cost a lot of time, energy, and effort. So dear Virgo, what is going on for you with your resources? Seven of Wands, I feel like things can be a little bit stealthy. Maybe you're squirreling things away. You're not telling people what you're doing. That's fine. You don't have to be telling people your business, right? But this could also be theft. So be careful that someone is not stealing you, your time, money, energy, effort, or vice versa, that you're not the one in that mode. Kind of like taking things that don't belong to us and whatnot. Next I have is the moon. What is going on, Virgo? I don't like this for you. This is a lot of subterfuge. It's like you don't know what's going on. The moon can have a lot of hidden things, secrets, and not so great secrets, okay? I'm going to say that you have like two towers looming right here, and then you have the moon, and it's like a major distraction. The world can feel really cold right now, dear Virgo, and I just want to say if that's the case, then I'm really sorry, but I do feel like if you start focusing more on your spirituality and leveling up your vibration, listening to, it's not called binaural beats, but I can't pronounce it, so there you have it. Anything on YouTube that can really help elevate your mood, elevate your frequency, things like that, doing some internal work, getting rid of some of the garbage, it's going to really help. But there is like a big secret that I feel like by the next moon it's going to be revealed. Now, even with that, it sounds really ominous, but I have the sun right behind the moon. I think it's going to make you happy to get rid of the clutter, the garbage, to just at least know. You're like, well, I had doubts, I didn't know. I felt something wasn't really quite right, and then the sun shines because now you know, right? So that's what I see for you, dear Virgo. It's like a big epiphany that explains everything. All the subtleties that you're feeling, the subtle energies, the uneasy feeling. I feel like this unease about. Also, some of you guys could be having some twinges of back pain. I know it sounds weird, but kind of like in the middle of your back. That could be a thing for you, dear Virgo, as well. Now, moving along, I again have the Two of Swords. You feel like you need to make a decision, but you're at a stalemate. Maybe you are in indecision as far as like what job to take, or about your resources, or people that affect your resources. A lot of emotion here, like you don't really know. You don't want to make a decision because you don't want to choose wrong. You're still going to be called to make a choice. This could be, well, Capricorn, you're showing up in your own reading, right? You know what? I love this. I'm going to say, if you're not sure what to choose, did I say Capricorn? I did. I'm so sorry, Virgo. Virgo, this could be about a Capricorn in your life, okay? So if you're obsessed with somebody, like with this energy, like I can't let it go, my mind is conflicted, we're in separation, stuff like that, then I feel like always pick you. You choose you. There's a lot of emotion behind here, but the fact that you are completely enslaved and like devoted to this energy, it could be you're devoted to Capricorn, I don't know, right? But whatever has you tangled up in your head, and I feel like it is about a person, and it feels really rigid. It's like, well, it's been that way forever. I've been obsessed with this person forever. I can't let it go, whatever the case may be. You can let it go. How to let it go, we're going to look at that in a second, okay? But I feel like I'm seeing blue here. Speaking your truth is going to be really important in releasing these chains. There's a lot of emotion, almost like kind of like water under the bridge, but it's not. Water's flooding the bridge, and you're kind of like tied to the bridge a little bit. I hate to sound ominous, but I feel like emotionally that could be where you're at as far as your security goes, okay? And what I'm going to say with that is I do see a skeleton head right here. Maybe something does need to be put to death in order for you to move on. Obsessions can be anything. It could be overspending. It could be people. It could be work. You could be like a workaholic. All right, Virgo, so it could be one of those things that you're like overworking yourself and you're obsessed with work and making more money, or obsessed with your security. However that calls to you, use it. If it doesn't speak to you at all, discard it. Entirely up to you, dear Virgo. Next I'm going to say is you have the Four of Pentacles. This is about, I'm not saying a damn thing. I'm holding on to my words. I'm not showing my emotions. I'm holding on to my resources. I'm sitting here quiet and I'm watching the world. A little bit like an owl mentality, like I'm going to watch everything around me and I'm not going to give it an inch. I do feel like, again, the vibration of two is coming, almost like you're between a rock and a hard place. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. That kind of feeling I'm getting. And it's because we have like these walls, once again, that feels reminiscent of the Two Towers. It's almost like you're just being hard pressed, okay? You're being called upon to do a lot right now, and I don't know. I don't think it's fair necessarily. I think that you need to get out of a situation so that you can feel more freedom, more of that lushness, more of that peace, internal peace. Four of Swords here, so that makes sense. Needing to take a little vacation, and it doesn't have to, obviously, I know the state of events right now, the global events, some people can't travel. What I'm talking about is taking a staycation, locking yourself up in a room or whatever the case may be. However you can do this, a getaway. And you're going to go into like a meditative state. Maybe you're just going to Netflix and chill. I don't really see that for a lot of you. I feel like you're going to take time out mentally, emotionally, spiritually from what is stressing you out, what the power struggle is, what the obsession is, and you're going to heal. Maybe you're going to sleep a lot more than you're accustomed to, a deeper REM sleep, which is good. But I do feel like there's some heartache that you need to address. If you don't address this, it's going to really weigh you down. I feel like maybe your heart chakra is blocked. Dear Virgo, there's a lot of enslavement to energy with you. And in order to help you, I feel like these swords are saying, you know what? Acknowledge them. There are three major things, perhaps, that have broken your heart, that have rendered you helpless, that have rendered you immobile. Okay, did I say that right? I don't know. Immobile, mobile, whatever. But I feel like you're going to get in a state of like prayer or meditation or really thinking things through with these Three of Swords. And it's going to be very important for you because that's part of your healing path. Halo. Okay. It's part of your healing path. So you are going to be looking at those Three of Swords and kind of like analyzing, digesting, whatever the case may be, whatever's really like broken your heart. Because I feel like this is not just a little, but this is like rendered you. And you become obsessed with the thoughts, and not the healing thoughts, but obsessed with the thoughts of what transpired, what's happening, what's happened, whatever. Okay, so there's a moment where you're going to find your balance, find your peace by simply meditating, getting centered. If you're a praying kind of person, dear Virgo, you're going to wind up doing that as well. This could be doing mood draws, okay? This could be doing breath work and breathing. This could be addressing any of the chakras. And if you're into chakra work, look at your heart chakra. Obviously, that's connected to the heart chakra, the Three of Swords. Also, stability, I'm going to call the root chakra. Those two things you could really work at simultaneously. Heart chakra needs to be healed in order to dissolve that wall and those blockages that you have. and that enslavement that you have. I feel like it's a big endless cycle, okay? Whatever this is to you, you know if it pertains to you or not, okay? So moving on, once you get out of this, like, you know, I've had time to kind of heal, think things through, maybe journal on the 3 major things that have broken your heart and done a ceremony and released it and said, you know what, I forgive you. Even if you don't tell people, even if they don't need forgiveness, they've done you dirty, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. Forgiveness is for you and your soul and your heart, okay? It's a bomb. It doesn't mean anything for other people that have wronged you. I feel like you're going to take this sword, this Ace of Sword, and be like, okay, now that I have clarity, you're going to use that to cut through a lot of BS that you don't need in your life anymore. That is what's going to propel you to feeling more abundant, to feeling a lot more stable as well. Mental clarity. What? You saw me shuffle, okay? This is a route to go. Please do that. If you're at all like spiritual, if you believe in that sort of stuff, I do see that you have angels guarding after you, looking after you, and having that like feeling, okay? For some of you, I'm getting like the angel Ariel. I don't work with angels, okay, Virgo? I don't know anything about that. I'm repeating to you what I'm being told and the feeling that I'm getting. So if angel Ariel means anything to you, then please explore that a little bit on Google. I don't know much about it. I have had my own experiences. Moving on. Virgo. I know this is a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I feel like we're stuck here and we need some help. And I want to help you. I feel like that's my calling, that's my job. I'm going to do it. Okay? Okay. So, I feel like you do have someone who is willing to go in with you. Yes. Why did I peek at the next card? I feel like it's a heart and soul connection. I feel like this person, or it could be a job or whatever, I feel like it's a person of deep connection that they're willing to help you. They're willing to get you. You get them. It's going to help facilitate you and propel you to move forward. You're not going to feel as stuck anymore, as obsessed as before. I feel like there's a deep healing. Communing together, is that a word? Okay. A lot of abundance here. And what I mean by that, this is not sexual energy, you guys. It can be, but it's not. It's more about like simpatico, like, wow, I really get you. And this is, nobody's been able to kind of express what I'm feeling or whatever. That right there. Sometimes healing has a lot to do with just a friend listening to you and vice versa, right? Somebody that really absorbs and understands. And at times, sometimes that person can cry with you if that's what needs to happen. But they really deeply get you. And there is just an affinity and a bond and a love, okay? A natural love. So you can also be working in the medical field. They could be in the medical field, or I don't know, you met at the medical field, whatever the case may be, or somebody could be growing their marijuana plants. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But anything to do with medicine, healing, art, stuff like that, okay? Moving on. I see 10 of Pentacles. And here's where your abundance lies finally. Good grief, okay? So maybe you're meeting healers and stuff like that, getting Reiki to get some help if you believe in that stuff. I personally do. In fact, one of my good friends is a Reiki healer, and she has helped me a lot with my dog, believe it or not, okay? Moving on. So, I'm going to say that this is where your abundance goes, with your stability, with your, I feel at home finally, I feel accepted and accepting. I feel like that opens up your heart chakra in order to welcome in energies that are loyal to you. Letting go of things that are toxic in the past, obsession, stalking, things that don't work, things that want to bind you, tie you down, things that want to berate you and even hurt you. And honestly, for some of you, things that want to kill you. I don't know. 10 of Pentacles is just about opening up the doors and recognizing, you know what, these energies are good. These people are good for me. They're healthy for me. They want the best for me. They're balanced for me. They give what I give in return. It's like a giving cycle, okay? It's abundance. It's a lot of peace I'm feeling for you, okay? Virgo, it might be good to also buy some plants if you don't have any at home. Take up a little bit of gardening. I think that that's going to put you more in touch with Mother Earth, with Gaia, whatever you want to think about it. It's going to really help transmute some of those like frenetic energies that I'm feeling. I feel like a lot of like energies that are like needling me, like my shoulder, frantic energy. I don't know how else to describe it. I hope I'm getting my point across. Also, you could be having a chunk of money coming your way, some kind of stability and abundance or an offer. Queen of Cups, I feel like you're going to start really getting in tune with your higher self, with spirit, with source, whatever you want to call it, the divine, with God. I don't know what you call it, okay? But this is being really intuitive. This is getting to know yourself on a deep level, that your intuition is actually spot on, okay? And the reason why you felt like it wasn't spot on, because you had a lot of garbage you're dealing with. All of us do, right? Whenever we are surrounded by energies like that, it really kind of lowers our frequency. We can't hear what's going on within ourselves. So do know that during this period of time, Virgo, sorry for the long read, I didn't mean for this to happen. Know that a lot of things are transmuting. I have dragonflies here that are incredibly transformative little insects. I mean, they can fly. They are beautiful to look at. They're just unusual. They look like little baby aliens. I don't know why I'm saying that, but also they can swim. I guess they can go into the water as well. So I think that's kind of fascinating. But I think you're going to be finding your voice, and your voice is going to really help heal not only you, but other people around you, okay? And in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the Temperance card. Be sure that you are taking equal measures of self-care and care for others, and try to balance that out at this point in time. I'm going to end your reading with the Sun. I think that you are definitely looked at favorably. People are looking at you. They really see that Virgo. They're like, hey, Virgo is a really good person. I really like that about them. They're really fine. This could be super attractive, super sexy, whatever the case may be. I think that you're getting to the nitty-gritty of who you are. You're burning away a lot of things that are no longer you, that are falsehoods, that are maybe outmoded ideas and things that we've gleaned and taken on from people that have put us in that box and said, you're the provider, or this is what life looks like, or this is what you should be doing. And instead, you're letting go of those old habits, and you are embracing the inner core of who you are, your authentic self, and you are evolving. Sometimes that can be a painful process, but I think when you start doing it more and more, you're going to realize and see the beauty. And by nature, you can be attracted to the warmth and the good vibes and the energy that it opens up for you, okay? So, that's a lot of talking. Moving on. I'm going to go ahead and do a mini read for my single Virgos people right now. Virgos, that's plural. I don't know. I make up words, you guys, so if you don't know me, that happens, okay? Please forgive. Moving on, Virgo, in love. Virgo, what do we have in love? What is going on, Virgo? More toxic fighting, arguing. It could be fighting within yourself. I want to win it no matter what cost. Or this could be just having a fighter spirit, Virgo. Like you're used to fighting. You're not used to things being peaceful. Okay, yeah. I feel like that for sure. That's not good. We want that peace, that calm water in the back. We want that simpatico. Like, I get you. We want that juiciness. But that's where we're at right now. If things feel like really turbulent, I would take stock within yourself and start saying, why are we fighting? Am I giving pushback to people that are interested in me? And why is that? And what does that look like? Because a little bit of homeworking there is going to really help you develop, grow, and actually launch you and propel you into a better place to attract what it is that you want. The Hierophant, attract relationship, commitment, right? So singles, this is at the forefront of your mind, and you're having battles with that. It's like, can I have it? No, I can't. Do I want it? No, I don't. Yes, I do. All of those different questions. The keys are right at your feet, and only you know what the answer is. I suggest setting aside some time to meditate and really get in touch and ask spirit or higher self or divine, whatever source, what is it? What blockage is there for me as far as getting into or having a relationship? Personally, I get to where I'm like, ooh, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with people. Or what if they just pan out not to be who I thought they were? And that's just a lot of wounds happening from the past. We don't need to entertain. The past is gone. But I am responsible for my own behavior. And dear Virgo, I'm just going to say in the same vein, you're responsible for your own behavior, your thoughts, your actions. So whatever and however that fits, you absolutely have a key to grow beyond those fights and battles, okay? And even self-deception. Next thing on the board, dear Virgo, I have maybe somebody coming back from the past. Maybe you want to return from somebody from the past. It is a sweet, nostalgic look, a memory. I'm looking at different chapter in your life and thinking, wow, that was really cool way back when, or remember when. So that is what we are looking at. It could be that you're actually going back to your hometown where you met this person or you were with this person, whatever the case may be, and you're offering things, but feels a little bit like it's a not very mature energy, so I'd be wary of that. Yeah, look, Page of Swords, you're doing some spying. What is going on, Virgo? Are you spying on somebody? Are you? If you're not, somebody's spying on you, okay? I'm telling you, they want answers. They want that clarity, that sword to cut all the BS. They don't have all the answers, or you don't. The cloud is lifting. You're getting some answers. The bird is bringing you messages and clarity, but I don't feel like you quite have that clarity, or they don't. That's why they're spying. Last card on that is the Sun. So I feel like maybe perhaps it's a Leo, or Aries, somebody who has a little bit of an exuberant personality, that kind of a thing. If not, then this is just saying that things are going to work out well. You are well thought of, dear Virgo. Get into a higher vibration. It does take work, I'm not going to lie, but I think that you're going to have so much peace and love and juiciness if you decide to accept that challenge, right? Singles. I know this reading was like really long, sorry. Singles, we're going to do one card here. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Yes, so it is attainable. Okay, this energy is attainable just for you. Know that. Okay, partnered Virgos. Those that are married, partners, situationship, relationship, pattern. Locked in a pattern lock. I'm going to have to develop a term for that. Or if you know one, please write it in the comments. I'll borrow it. And with that, please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Yes, I'm going to say it, okay? We have the Two of Wands. We have the Two of Wands here. We are welcoming energies into our life. We have a choice to make. I feel like you want the world, dear Virgo, and who doesn't? You deserve it, right? I think that you're looking at between something old and something new. And I just always recommend, why go back to the old? Just do the new. Virgo, you've been there, done that. Get into some new energy. It could be something that has a little bit more reminiscent of something that you've done before, but revamped and renewed. And what it can look like in a relationship is this. For example, if you've been married, right, and you know each other well, you've always done things a certain way, could be that you're looking for something to change, something new, something to really change dynamics in your relationship, and you're going to choose something like a variation of a dynamic to bring into your marriage so that it's new, it's vibrant, it's updated, it's different, it's emotionally gratifying, dear Virgos. And this is for, again, my partner Virgos. Whether you're in a poly family or a monogamous relationship, whatever, or even like you're cohabitating, I mean, it's still a contract, like a relationship, right? So I think that you're going to bring new elements, or you're looking for new elements to be brought into the mix. Okay? You're going to form a judgment about your relationship, or it will be formed for you. You're looking at different things, maybe bringing out skeletons of old. Now's the time to contemplate, think, and really kind of weed out what doesn't become you. I think that you're going to have clarity when you get these skeletons kind of lifted up and kind of re-examine. And that can look like this. You know what? In my marriage, we've always had these, or, you know, partnership, we've always had these dynamics where things are really good. And then by month 3, we have major fight and then a big shrapnel fallout, whatever the case may be. We talk about leaving each other, separating. We start, you know, thinking about seeing other people. I don't know what your patterns are, but you get the point. If you lift out that skeleton, you say, you know what, that's a 3-month benchmark for us. And this seems to always happen around this time. All right, let's deal with it. We know that's going to cycle around. What's that about? Are we bored? Are we, you know, do we need more attention? Do we need more spice? I can look like anyway. I'm not suggesting anything that you're not comfortable with. Moving on. This is, again, for my partner Virgos. What is going on here as far as love goes? Strength. So I feel like you are really looked upon. Like, people look at you and go, damn, Virgo. looking mighty fine. And this could be like your partner. Obviously, I think they think you're attractive and stuff, but everybody does, okay? You have that it factor that when you walk in, people look at you. Also, this can have to do with maybe your partner, loved one, significant other is a Leo. That's a strength card. Also, patterns that we talked about. The number 8 reminds me of patterns and cycles. Beware of that. Write those down. What are your patterns? That'll bring you a lot of peace. Justice. So I feel like you want something to be balanced. You're looking at scales. In order for you to have more peace, because this bird is flying away, in order for you to have more peace, those scales have to be balanced. So if your scales are not balanced right now, for example, if you're giving more to partnership than they are, or vice versa, you're not going to have peace until things are equitable and balanced for you. That's what I'm getting. I get rapid movement. Changes can happen really fast for you, okay? This could literally be even travel, maybe in your partner, significant other, wife, husband, whatever. Decide that you're going to jump in the car and take a trip or do something that's going to really compel and open up this area of your life, okay? You are gaining clarity, and with that, I will leave you. A lot of clarity to be gained here. I feel like a lot of homework, honestly, about your patterns and relationships. So if you like my content, please drop a comment and let me know that you're even interested in these type of things and the type of things I'm speaking of, because I think that they're a little bit out there and I don't know if it's even resonated with you guys, okay? So with that, much